A to retain. I know we've all heard the quote. I mean, I did, watching my favourite show, Empire. Shakespeare is an English icon from the Elizabethan era. He's renowned all around the world for accommodating to his target audience. Religious, political, and social beliefs he took all into consideration when writing all his plays, so he could better relate to his audience. Gregory Dorian's film adaptation of the famous Shakespearean play, Julius Caesar, was inspired by Dorian meeting the great Nelson Mandela, the past president of South Africa. Today we'll be speaking on some context of the play and the film. We will also discuss the three main themes of the play: manipulation, gender inequality, and tyranny, and how they affect both the play and the film. Now let's get started. During the 16th century, under the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, Julius Caesar was written. The real Julius Caesar had been long gone, but Shakespeare found inspiration in not only Caesar's life, but also the political state of England. British nobles were itching to overthrow the Queen, and as it was a predominantly Christian country, they believed events occurred only because of God's will. They had many superstitions, like the Great Chain of Being, where God was elected one ruler of England, and disrupting his order would bring divine punishment. They thought that the world had delegated balance, with virtue and evil coexisting. Now fast forward to the African version of Julius Caesar. Dorian created in honor of Nelson Mandela's favorite play during his time in prison. Shakespeare originally created this play, and it was very well loved in African countries, as it reflected the continent's wartime and struggles in places like Tanzania and Uganda. Directed by Gregory Dorian and set in East Africa with a fully black cast, this film brings a fresh perspective to Shakespeare's classic. Now let's talk about manipulation. It's a powerful tool that led to the downfall of many great leaders. Manipulation works on the weakness of others, molding their views to suit the manipulator's mind. We will see this vividly in both the play and the film, especially when Mark Antony's speech at Julius Caesar's funeral.
Honorable men. So are they all honorable men. Come on.
Dorian's use of cross-cut in Caesar's funeral, we see the citizens' reaction to Antony's speech as they seem filled with angst, interest, but also sorrow, as Mark Antony reads the will. Through dramatic irony, Shakespeare articulates sarcasm and contradiction in Antony's speech. Antony manipulates the crowd into pretending that he is not tarnishing Brutus's reputation, all the while signaling his deep disdain for Brutus and portraying him as a villain in a subtle, cloaked manner. Further manipulation appears in Act 1, Scene 2. In the film, mirror reflection is used in the bathroom scene, where the camera is focused on the face of Cassius through the mirror during his soliloquy. This establishes a sense of determination from Cassius, as manipulating Brutus to aid him must be easy in his mind. In both the play and the movie, it has been revealed that manipulation impacts the lives of leaders and individuals, exposing the dictating balance between deceit and power in human affairs. Gender inequality. It is an inequality when there is a perception of an individual based on gender. It is seen in various parts of the play and in the film, and it has been integrated into two scenes that we will be talking about today. In Act 2, Scene 2,
I will proceed to tell you this, and reason to my love is laughter. How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia? I am ashamed I did yield to them. Give me my room, for I will go. And look.
Through the use of dynamic diction, we see Caesar's words like foolish and ashamed, where he demeans Calpurnia's fears and her dream. This is showing of Caesar's dismissive attitude towards women, that he doesn't really appear to value a woman's viewpoint or even his wife's concerns. In the film, Dorian uses a crossroad from Caesar to Calpurnia to illustrate to the viewer his mocking comment and how it shoots to her, and the disappointment and attitude that comes from that comment. Another time gender equality is displayed is in Act 2, Scene 1.
My I tell you, my vows were made beauty, by all your vows of love, and that great vow which did incorporate and make us one, that you unfold to me, yourself, your half. Why, you are heavy. And what men tonight have had to resort to you, for here have been some 6 or 7 who did hide their faces even from darkness.
Utilizing pathos, Shakespeare shows portions acts of winning removing herself as dramatic appeal to Brutus so that he may feel pity for Portia. She showcases to him her physical and emotional strength. She wants him to know that she can bear his secrets too. In the film, Dorian ensures that Portia employs body language to convey her submission to Brutus by her kneeling and showing him how desperate she is and begging for her to know what is happening in her husband's life after mysteriously cloaked men unexpectedly visited her home in the middle of the night. Lastly, we will be exploring the theme of tyranny. Tyranny is a possessive and unjust wanting ruler. Oh wait, doesn't that sound a little familiar? Yeah, it's literally every single character, Julius Caesar. Mark Antony, Brutus, Cassius, all of them are all power hungry, and when it came to them being in power, they would all get high off it, and they would all turn into tyrants. This is portrayed in Act 2, Scene.
Therefore, the king has a serpent, egg, which hatched only as his kind grow mischievous. And keep him in the shell.
Shakespeare applied foreshadowing in the quote, "Kill him in his shell," which is exactly what the characters seem to do by the end of the play. Caesar had not executed a striking tyrannical move because they had not given him the chance to cause any harm. They killed him. At least that is what Brutus wanted you to believe. Truthfully speaking, there are many tyrants in this play, and through his words and actions, we see that Brutus clearly is one also. In the film, Brutus speaks of breaking the fourth wall, looking directly into the camera and then speaking to the audience with his inner dialogue. As the audience is clear to see that through the killing of Caesar has consumed his mind. Through his facial expressions and the dark lighting of the scene, it emphasizes his sinister thoughts. Further seen in Act 1, Scene 2.
Why, man? We are striking power like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his huge legs and heap up our. We find ourselves dishonorable groups.
Shakespeare uses political allegory when referring to Caesar as Colossus, likening him to a giant who overshadows and threatens people's freedom of ordinary men. This reflects the fear of tyrannical rule that the characters all seem to have, as they compare Caesar to Colossus, who is a Greek mythology monster and tyrant. In the film, salience is used, as the focus is predominantly on Cassius in this scene, as he mimics the actions of the giant to explain the correlation between Colossus and Caesar to Brutus. There you have it, a deep dive into the themes of manipulation, gender inequality, and tyranny in Julius Caesar, and its African adaptation by Gregory Dorian. I hope you enjoyed this exploration of Shakespeare's timeless work. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of literature. Thank you!